What's going on? My name is Marcus Whitley, and this is Good Behavior. Now, you can find me on all social media at I am Marcus Whitley and find any of my books, Both Sides of the Street, Choices and Consequences, Greatness Under Pressure, and Battling Demons, all on Amazon. In today's episode, I have a special guest with me by the name of Brent Whitley. He's a recovery coach.
What's going on, people out there, whoever's listening? I'm here to answer any questions my man might have to throw at me, so whatever.
All right, so the first one, what was it like battling addiction?
Battling addiction. All right, let me see. Number one, the battle is trying to hide. You know what I'm saying? But the lifestyle that I had, I was a coach from a young age, training people, this and that. Raised as a Jehovah's Witness and trying to hide the fact that I was an alcoholic, that I drank a lot. Yeah. And what happens is everybody already knew you drank a lot. So you're not really hiding. But what they didn't know is all the drugs I was doing at the same time. So I had to hide that part of it. I would hang out with my family members and everybody else and could not wait to get away from them so I can go out and do the dirt that I did. You know what I'm saying? And so the battle is real. And what it is people would tell you that you may have a problem or you need to stop and quit, right? And I would sit back and say, listen, I can quit when I want if I had a problem. And I thought it was a problem, I stopped. And if you think I got a problem, stay away from me. You ain't got to be around me. You know what I'm saying? And that's basically what it was like. But the truth is, I did not know how to stop, and I couldn't stop. So, I don't know if you want to, how it came about and what it was I was hiding from or the fear that I had that made me continue doing what I was doing. If you want to know something like that, I can tell you that too. And so, for me, it was like, as a young kid, very young, something happened in my life to me that I don't wish on any child or anybody else. And I didn't understand what that was. But as you get older, you start understanding, yo, this shit ain't right. You know what I'm saying? And now you start feeling like I had all different types of mixed emotions and stuff like that. And I got angry with the world. I didn't trust nobody. Mom wasn't there to protect you. Dad wasn't there. Man, I hated everybody. So I was just one of the brothers that kept to himself. And I became a very violent person. You know what I'm saying? But it's funny, I was a violent person. But everybody that I hung with were people who was being picked on or something. So I was more like a protector of people who was being picked on. Because I know how it is to not have a protector. And from my relationships with the women I've been with to the friends that I hung around with. You know what I'm saying? So just all these years, so I was always quiet. Nobody, I'd get in trouble in school because I was so quiet. I can get my work done, put my head down, never said anything, and get in trouble because they thought I wasn't doing anything, but my work would be done. They called my moms just to check my head out, all this other crazy stuff. But what happened with me was I was shy, very shy, quiet dude, but very mean. Not mean. I had a mean streak in me, you know. So I always I was afraid. I had a lot of fear, and I hate to say I was afraid because the way I acted is as if I wasn't afraid of anything. Mm-hmm. But I had this fear of everything, from girls, from everything except fighting or hurting somebody. You know what I'm saying? This is probably why I became so good because I can actually and started training in what the things I trained in, because you can hurt people and not get in trouble. You know what I mean? And so that's why I got real good at the sports that I did do. But I would get ready to go out to parties and I'd be ready to go and we're going to talk about, well, the good times we're going to have, this and that. And then I would get to a party and just hang there. And my boys be like, yo, go check that girl. She want to dance. And I was just, yeah, later on, whatever. But when I started drinking, it took away all the fear. It made me actually to the person I am today, actually. Because when I started drinking, man, I had no more fears, and it was like, there it is, man. This right here is what saved my life from being this one person, this one-sided, shy person to a guy who was outgoing, could hang out with everybody, have fun, and blah blah blah. And that's how I lived my life until it didn't work no more. You know, and that's how it basically all started with me. But I'll tell you another thing. From the age, I would say, junior high school, from junior high school till I was 49 years old, I used to have these nightmares at night, that were scared the shit out of me because they seemed like they were so real. And these nightmares was of me. I killed somebody as a young kid, and I buried him under the house. And all of a sudden nowadays the police they're coming after me for this. So I could I'm running, I'm dipping and dodging from the police. And I know it wasn't real because I was only in third grade, you know what I'm saying? But that stayed with me all that time. And then another thing about it that stopped me from having these dreams was when I drank. When I drank, I didn't go to sleep any longer. I would drink until I passed out. So therefore, the dreams weren't there no more. So that's part of the most reason why I continued doing what I was doing. But the struggle is definitely real, man.
Yeah, I can relate to that because I went through that same thing. I think I was 11 when I had my first nightmare. But the difference between, I say yours and mine was, it wasn't me killing somebody, it was me dying. And like, that scared me to death. And that's when I started drinking. And same thing, like that was the only time that it would take my mind off of it.
Yeah, it replaces a lot of stuff. Actually, damn, it replaced a lot of stuff that I wasn't ready to deal with. And it just no matter what and no matter what trouble I get into, right? And then I tell myself, oh, I ain't gonna do this no more. And then before the night's over, I'm doing it again already, type of thing. And then you got to sit back and look at yourself. And then half the time, I don't even remember what I did. Somebody got to tell me. You know what I'm saying? And that right there wasn't cool either, but I played it off. You laughed that shit up. Yeah, either somebody deserved it or they didn't. But the battle is how you feel when you sober up and you wake up that next morning. The feeling that you really have, the feeling that you really don't want to do this no more, but you continue to keep doing it, and you don't know why.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's where the battle was the worst. You know what I'm saying? And so you just accepted it, man. I accepted it. I'm like, okay, everybody, everywhere I could look, man, there's always one messed up person in every family. So in my family, it happened to be me. And the love that I got from my brothers and my family still to this day is, I'd rather it be me than them. So I just accepted it and lived with it. And, I'm the guy that told people later on in life, yo, man, when I die, man, I want some crack cocaine. I want everything right at my gravesite with cases of beer so I can get up at night and get that. And believed it. You know what I mean? To a guy right now who cannot think of any reason in this world to pick up a drink or a drug, And like I said, the struggle was real. And I've had plenty of different bottoms. I've done some stuff out here that, normal people don't do, And to me, it was nothing. It was nothing. It was like, when I first started trying to go to meetings and stuff like that, and I'm hearing these people speak, I'm like, damn. They don't even get it. They don't understand how bad it is. I've heard other ones with some crazy stories, but for the most part of it, ain't nobody been through what I've been through. I'm the only one that done that, so nobody understands. And what I do today is, I'm here to let people know that, they're never alone. Because a lot of times that's what we feel like, we're alone in this struggle. And I did too, I believed that shit. But in the real, it's like my home group, called Not Alone. You know what I'm saying? I joined the group is Not Alone because I'm looking in the book to find a home group because that's what they told me I had to do. And I said, oh, you're not alone. So I went and I said, I'm going to check that one out. Because Michael Jackson had a song, You're Not Alone. I used to sing to my kids. That was my favorite song, you know? So I joined that group. And right now, I'm just here to let people who do not understand and think that they are alone, that they're not alone. And if I have to share some of the stuff that I've been through, some of like the craziest shit, so they understand that, yo, I got an idea what it's like. Because I'm a true believer in, we may have been through some of the same things, and or you could have done some things worse. I done some things worse. Whatever, it doesn't matter. And I might have used AA for my recovery field, and that's what got me and helped me. I can't expect you to do the same thing I did because we're different people. We have different feelings, different fears, different everything. So I don't believe in yo, this worked for me, it's gonna work for you. This worked for me. I don't believe that no more. You know, at first it's like this is what I have to do, but now I understand that there are so many different ways to recover from this addiction that is real as hell. And right now it's even worse because it's you never know what you're getting out there nowadays, and it's dropping everybody. And I know this: if I pick up a drink today, man, that means I'm drugging. You know, if I'm not drinking, I'm not drugging.
Nah, I mean, there's nothing in this world that's a good enough excuse to want to pick up a drink.
That's what it is. They're excuses. They're not even, you know, well, what happened? What happened? Don't matter what happened. What happened is you felt like drinking and you did. Especially, or you felt like using and you did. Especially, and only really when you get a taste of being clean and absent from the drug or the alcohol. You get a little bit of that, man. Anything after that, after the battle, the struggle, when it's all really like kind of out of you, the rest is up in here. You know what I mean? And then we make a choice whether we're gonna drink or drug. My biggest thing was, oh shit, taking care of my mom, and then what am I gonna do when I lose mom? Am I gonna pick up a drink? Am I gonna do this and that, right? And what happened was when I lost her, thought never crossed my mind. And I sat there and told myself, if I was to allow that to happen, how fucked up would that be? How am I going to use the one person in the world who really wanted me to stop the most, use her as a reason to go back out there and do it? You know what I'm saying? It just didn't make no sense to me. So when that happened, I just knew that I was in the right path, and I was okay with myself.
So what was it that made you just finally decide, like, this was it and you don't want to live this life anymore?
You know what it was, right? I've hung out with dead people. I've got high with people. I mean, I've done so many different things, man, that just, I can laugh about it now, but it's so sick that I have to laugh at it. But the thing that really got me and made me turn around, because that was when we had these back-to-back tornadoes out here. They just ripped through this whole area here, right? Yeah. I'm in the gym, I got some coke, I'm sniffing, I'm drinking, and then my girl at the time, she calls me and she said, babe, my car just got lifted up from the tornado. I'm like, oh shit, you want me to come get you? No, stay safe, babe. Stay where you at. You at the gym right here. So then I like hang the phone up, right? And then I said, yo, the girl talking about the car got lifted up and laughed it off type of thing, right? Yeah. And then a little bit later, I got another call talking about they made them all go into the basement of a Walgreens. They had to sit in there until the tornado comes up. I said, oh, you want me to come? Same thing. And she want me to be safe. But I'm so screwed up now, by the time I hang the phone up, I'm like, yo, fuck this. I want to be a storm, get in my car and go see if I can find these storms, so I become like a storm chaser. And I don't know what really happened. I just know that from that point on, I know it was like, I don't know, late, and I'm at somebody else's house, and I'm getting ready to leave and go home or something like this. And what I do remember is whenever I would get so tore up and I go home, I would sleep on the couch because I don't want to, fight, argue. So what happened was I woke up in the morning, and then I go to the room to, take a peek at my girl and say what's up, whatever. or see if she can be mad at me or not. But I didn't see her. So I was like, oh shit, she ain't even here. What's up? So now I'm all, whatever. And mind you, I don't know nothing about these tornadoes. All of it was out of my mind. I don't remember nothing. I opened up my front door and I looked down Main Street and you could see up the hill, everything was torn. I opened the door up and I'm like, oh shit. You know, I'm looking all crazy, right? And the only thing I can remember at that time, I don't even know how my car got there. I don't know how I got home. I had to sit there and believe somebody. I got home somehow. I don't know how I made it home through all the shit that I was seeing out in the street.
Yeah.
And then I remember, yo, she called me, told me her car got lifted up. She told me she's in the basement. And then I got scared. This fear hit me that was so fucking real, man. Of not knowing that she was dead, what the hell was going on with her. And that fear hit me so bad, man. I was like, I didn't know what's going on. I'm calling and I'm trying to get in touch with people. It's just so... That fear rocked me. And I'm a dude, I wasn't afraid of anything, man. So it's a total different type of fear, right? But what had happened was I got a call. She was okay. And then me being the good alcoholic that I am, you know, whenever she yell, I can turn it back on her some type of way because that's what I do. When I get fucked up, I make everybody else wrong and not myself. But that fear right there that I felt, and then when I sat back and I thought about it, right, I said, damn. That right there, man, this right here I'm feeling right now, this is how I make my family feel every day that I'm out there. Because I was a mess. They didn't know what the hell was going on. We didn't this and this. And I didn't want to do that to them no more. Yep. And that right there is when it hit me and said, yo, I can't do this no more. So needless to say, I went out there and I started trying to find sobriety, recovery. I didn't get it right away. A few months later, I really got it. And ever since then, man, it's been like, that's all I do.
I mean, the first step is just wanting to do better. I mean, that's the hardest part.
The thing is, yeah, it is. Because I'll tell you right now, I've done it I went to meetings, I've done things. I've got sober for a year before I didn't pay attention to anything because my girl wanted me to, my mom wanted me to go to me. I went to a detox and I was so fucked up. I went to a detox for, 14 days. And I didn't remember I went to that detox to 2 years clean. And somebody mentioned the place up in Greenfield. I said, oh shit, I've been there. You know, that's how screwed up it was. But when you go for somebody else or you're doing it for your kids, it doesn't last. It doesn't work. Not in my experience, it doesn't. Recovery is something that you have to want for yourself. I mean, want that more than you want anything else in this world. You got to want that recovery, man. And it has to be the most important thing in your life. And that's what it is to me right now. It is. You know, I'll give up anything else in the world to make sure my shit is right. Mm-hmm. You know, I don't allow anybody to get me to the point where I need a drink. I have a choice. I can let these people go. Mm-hmm. There's so many different things I can do. But one thing I cannot do is ever pick up a drink. Right. And I do that by doing it one day at a time. One day at a time.
Yep, that's all we can do.
You know, I used to hear that all the time when I first came in. People say, oh, one day at a time. And I'd be like, yo, shut the fuck up. You know, if you're in here, you're never going to do this again. Here we go again. You know, and now I'm sitting here saying the same thing. Yeah. But it was explained to me. I'm a martial artist, as you know, and I love all type of combats, right? So my mind tells me, listen, Brent, check this out, right? What if I could take you right now? We go out there to China, hang out with the freaking monks and all this other good stuff, you know what I'm saying? Would you come with me? I said, yeah, I go out there. He says, all right, what if I was to tell you right now, pick up your bag, let's go, and we're going to go take off for a year. Now, granted, I got kids, I got a wife, I got a job. Right now, this second, take off for a year? I'm like, hell no. He said, what if I told you we can do that, and then we come back tomorrow? I said, I can do that. He says, that's where one day at a time comes in. You'll do anything one day at a time. If we think too far ahead, man, it screws us up already. We forget about all this other shit all this beautiful stuff that's happening right now. Mm-hmm. And that's where that comes in at, man. So I believe if somebody wants it, man, recovery that is, and they really want that more than they want anything else in this world, man, they can get it. And the resources and the people that are out there right now to help, it's crazy. It's crazy. There's no way you cannot.
Right.
Stick your hand out there, man. I do this 7 days a week, bro. You know what I'm saying? And anybody needs something in recovery, and if I'm available to do it, man, if I don't know the answer, man, I damn sure find somebody who does, and I'll send them that way, and I'll put them that way. Mm-hmm. And that's what I do as a coach, too. I sit here and I just help. I help people do what it is that they want to do. The way they want to do it, but not the way I want to do it, because it has nothing to do with me.
Right.
And I love doing it. So that's it.
So what made you get into doing that?
What made me getting into it? Because it's funny. I walk around like I hate the whole world before, you know what I'm saying? And then the more I learned about myself, and the longer I was being clean and staying sober, right? Even for years, I hit 10 years, right? And I'm still just, everything's the AA way, you know, just staying straight, doing this, doing that, right? And then I got into this field where I'm working out here with people. And then I said, whoa, this is crazy. You know, how does a guy like me, who don't care about anybody at one point, or I probably did and didn't know how to show it, but now care about everybody in this freaking world? Mm-hmm. It's like my mother used to tell me I was Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. When you drink, you're like Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, because you can be the nicest person in the world, and once you pick up that drink, it's off limits. And what that is just the love for people, man. And the biggest part of it is the love for people who don't think that they have a chance. I want to somehow find a way to make people believe in themselves. That all this shit we telling ourselves that we can't do this, and no matter what that it's all a lie. We tell ourselves that we believe so bad because we want to do it so bad and we can't get it ourselves, so we believe that we can't. So we yell at everybody else who's trying to get us to stop, and we push everybody away. And I also let them know that your families don't hate you or don't want to deal with you no more. They don't understand the disease you're going through. They don't understand that this is real. You know what I'm saying? They don't know how to stop you, so they push you away. I tell you right now, man, you start getting your shit right, and you start feeling good about yourself, and things start falling back into place. But the only way I keep it there is because I remember right here, I keep it here, in the back of my mind. No matter what, I keep right here is how I felt that day when I was scared. I don't think about the stuff I've done and all that craziness. I think about that feeling that I had back here. And that feeling I don't wish on anybody in the world, man, because that right there crushed me inside. To know that we hurt people that badly.
Yeah, no, that's a scary feeling.
You know, and to understand this ain't just about, it ain't about me. It's about anybody who cares about me, man. Today, I got a lot of work. They used to call me evil. People who see me now, they cannot believe that. They're like, get out of you. They don't believe. They sit there and laugh at me. My brothers be like, yo, Brent, can you come over? And yo, I got this dude over here. Can you talk to him? Man, give me my number. We'll see what we can do. You know what I'm saying? It's like people come to me now for that, for some type of support or whatever, and I'm available to do it.
Now, you also run a fitness program, so tell us a little bit about that.
All right, so here's what it is. Throughout in the recovery field that I'm in, as a coach, right, you get a certain amount of clients, this and that, and what I like to do, I get all the coaches together. Well, that's what it started off, getting the coaches together. And let's get the people that we work with. You know what I'm saying? I call them my buddies right now because every one of them became friends with me. Let's get there, get them all together. Let's show them there's something, better they can be doing. So what we do is we get together and we go to the gym. We get a nice exercise in. I teach them how to throw some hands or whatever. And the main thing is letting them get rid of stress on bags and all this other stuff and start feeling good about themselves again. You know what I'm saying? In the physical way. Because when you start feeling better about yourself, you start taking care of yourself better. Mm-hmm. So then we'll sit at the end of the class, maybe 10 minutes or so, and we'll just meditate and think about what we did for that day. So that's something that I do every Saturday for anybody who wants to come into the gym and just, you know, I'm having a bad today. I want to go beat on the back. Or I want to do this. Instead of taking it out on somebody, come take it out on me or a bag. We have fun doing that. So that's basically what that's about. Just let them know there's different ways to do things. Plus, the other coaches that are there, that means there's different information you can get about things you might need in this world that we can help you to get.
Okay. So why don't you let everybody know how they can get a hold of you if they're interested?
All right, if you want to get into that gym thing on Saturdays, it's Whitley's Fitness Center, Whitley's Boxing, 384 High Street, Holyoke, Mass. Or you can call me 413-507-4948 if you're in the area. I'll give you the directions. You show up. It's free. You get a couple hours free to hang out, and maybe you learn something. You might even enjoy it.
Now, I hope this episode was able to show you how real addiction is and show you that there are ways to recover from it if you are already battling it. Now, my name is Marcus Whitley, and this is Good Behavior. I want to thank my special guest, Brent Whitley, for coming to do this episode. So until the next one.